There was some high drama on Capitol Hill today after Hunter Biden made a surprise appearance at the House Oversight Committee. That group has been weighing whether to hold the president's son in contempt of Congress. At issue, Hunter Biden's earlier refusal to appear for a closed-door deposition. He instead offered to testify publicly. House Republicans want to talk with him as part of their impeachment inquiry into his father. 30 minutes into today's hearing, Hunter Biden walked out without responding to any questions. For more now, we are joined by CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane. So, Scott, let's just start with the basics. Why don't Republicans want Hunter Biden to testify publicly? Why are they pushing for this closed-door deposition?
Yeah, the House Oversight Committee has been leading this year-long investigation from the start of 2023 into Hunter Biden, saying they want to see if there's any tethers between Hunter Biden, his business dealings, foreign agents, and the President of the United States. It's been a protracted standoff, though, between the committee and Hunter Biden over how and when and where he will sit down and talk with them. There's been back and forth over the course of that year over whether to do it on this date or that date, in this room or that room. And today, the House committee is deciding to vote a recommendation to fine Hunter Biden in contempt of Congress. They say because he didn't show on December 13th under a subpoena. Hunter Biden has argued throughout that time he's willing to talk to the committee, but only publicly at an open hearing so that he's not taken out of context or his information misused. So he called the committee's bluff to a degree, according to Democrats today, by showing up at the very hearing in which they're going to recommend Hunter Biden be found in contempt. I talked to several members of this panel, Lana. None of them knew this was going to happen. This was a surprise to even the Democrats on the panel. Hunter Biden was here for 30 minutes, and when he walked out, he told me I'd be willing to testify if they had me, but they won't have me.
It is an interesting strategy, Scott. Do you think it paid off?
Well, ultimately, there's a dynamic now that exists. For somebody not paying careful attention to this, they'll have an optic tonight of the House Oversight Committee Republicans finding Hunter Biden in contempt of Congress for not showing up for their committee when Hunter Biden's actually in the room in front of their committee. So there may be a PR battle that Hunter Biden's fighting, and maybe it's successful, maybe it's not. But his legal battles remain. He still faces arraignment tomorrow in California on federal charges involving taxes. He still faces a protracted investigation here in Congress, and potentially, by the end of this day, a recommendation from House Republicans he be found in contempt of Congress.
And, Scott, there was also a rare moment where Republicans seem to be going after one another. What's behind that?
Oh, at the House Oversight Committee, you never know who's going to go after whom. It's a committee known, even by congressional standards, for its theatrics and for its vitriol at public hearings. Their oversight, because they're the House Oversight Committee, is seemingly unlimited, and they take up the most hot-button issues. So there's always a bit of color to these proceedings. That notwithstanding, Republicans have argued, including in their statements to CBS News this afternoon, that Hunter Biden doesn't get special treatment. He's got to go through the process, and the process for this committee is first you meet behind closed doors. First you have an interview or a deposition, then you get the public platform of a hearing. They say they're not going to cut Hunter Biden special privileges here, so he did not testify, even though he showed up.
All right, a reputation for theatrics further solidified today, it seems. All right, Scott MacFarlane, thank you.